Hi guys, I'm Jack Chew from the internet, and I'm coming over to the Netherlands for a course in March and kindly invited to um, teach a specification that I've not taught before in its fullest. I've done lots of workshops and lots of bits and pieces, but was kindly invited to teach the course I would most enjoy teaching. So that's what I'm coming over to do. That's going to involve an awful lot of critical thinking, clinical reasoning, a lot of things that I hold dear, but also start to get an insight into conversational theory and how to elicit information from people in the best possible way. Of course, I'm often known for the Physio Matters podcast, in which I tease information out of top experts. So hopefully some of that has rubbed off, but a lot of it as well is trying to apply similar theories, good quality questioning, finding common ground and applying empathy to a patient situation to elicit their narrative. So I'm hoping to try and share some of that information with you. We'll talk a little bit about pain, which is a favourite of mine, as well as an application of modern biomechanics, which hopefully I've learned a little bit from our guests such as Greg Lehman and Ian Griffiths. I'm going to sort of bastardise some of their work and see if I can get to grips with some of it. In summary, if you come on the course, what you're going to have and you're going to take away from it, hopefully, is a cluster, a combination approach, which is away from the ideological paradigms that we've always had, which are quite rigid, and how to combine all of the good bits of everyone else's methods from history that we can put together to help people in an evidence-based framework that isn't something that's nihilistic. It's not something that's going to throw anything away for the sake of it. It's also not going to just suggest that we've got all the answers. We're going to definitely have a lot more questions than answers both throughout, but also come to a position in which when you're asking lots of questions, and there are some answers that we can get practically from the literature as well as in practice. We all know what sometimes helps our patients, but we've got to sometimes put that forward in a way that's going to have some longevity so that these patients don't just keep coming back through the revolving door in society, making society a healthier place and putting physiotherapy in and around the centre of that with the patient. There will also be a chance to debate on the course. Also lots of points in which you can challenge not just me, but also there's lots of practical workshops within the course rather than it being lecture based. The end of the day two comes along a debate, a literal debate, in which some of the things that might have arisen amongst the discussions, we will then try and get people to pitch against each other to come at an opposing argument in its strongest possible form. Now, I found this a really useful exercise when I've done it in practical workshops, because when a patient is confronting you, especially in this day and age, we get patients with some real serious misconceptions. If you were to come at their position by giving it the ultimate respect and strengthening their argument but still having a better one, that's a much better way at coming at that conversation, and therefore why I put a debate in the middle of this course. I think it's really important for us to develop those skills and then start to learn how to apply them in a patient by patient basis. So really looking forward to it, and I hope you'll join me. And so visit Denkfysio, which is Denkfysio, I think, and they're running the course and invited me over. Again, thanks to them. And there's the full course spec on there, and we'll be certainly month by month we'll send out a few examples of what's to come. Very pretty slides, I assure you, which is odd for a physio course, I admit, but yeah, certainly there'll be lots of resources both at the time and then for you to take away, as well as, of course, if you wanted some pre-listening and pre-reading, then certainly if you Google our work on the Physio Matters podcast and check out chooshealth.co.uk for more about me, more about the business, more about what we stand for, as well as about 50 hours worth of pre-listening material on the Physio Matters podcast and its subgroups, Physio Matters and our special projects. So there's plenty to go at if you want a little more, and hopefully it'll whet your appetite for when I come over in March. So I'll see you then.